folks, Chuck Holton here. I am in Kentucky today. So it's only January and I've been to 6 countries already. But this week I'm back in the United States, and that's kind of a vacation for me. A couple of really easy stories I'm knocking out. These are the kind of stories that write themselves. Today I'm in Mayfield, Kentucky, and I got here yesterday to do some reporting on the aftermath of the enormous tornado that hit this area back in December, on December 10th. It was, they say, the largest tornado to hit the United States in the month of December on record. It was on the ground. Actually, several tornadoes hit all at once, I think about 5 or 6 of them. And they touched ground and traveled for about over 200 miles on the ground and cut a swath across 4 states. The small town of Mayfield, Kentucky was one of the hardest hit. And so I'm here just reporting on the aftermath and the cleanup, and it's very interesting. Here's a little bit of what I saw yesterday.
Okay, well, we have been set up here since the day of the disaster. The Saturday after the disaster, we started having trucks arrive here with donated supplies. So we set up a distribution center here at our congregation. We're actually downscaling now from what we were, but we have items of household goods, from clothes, from shoes, to hygiene items, to things for families with babies. We have food boxes to give away. We have had heaters and generators and all those sorts of things that we've had for the public to come here, and anybody that had a loss, we tried to fill that need. Okay?
Can you open? And how many people
Now we're down to 3 days a week for basically 9 to 1 in the afternoon. We tried to coordinate that with the other congregations so that everybody is open at some point during the week, and we don't have any times that people could not get help. You need me, Ronnie?
Where does the majority of this stuff come from?
This is all donated items from all over the country. We've had places from all over the country bring in truckloads of things. Initially, we got all of our supplies from the disaster relief effort in Nashville, Tennessee. The Saturday of the tornado, they showed up here with a semi loaded with goods.
Has Operation Blessing brought anything to you guys?
Not
I know
that
they've brought stuff.
You're right. Not that I know of, but literally all over the country from all types of people. We've gotten from individuals. We've gotten gift cards. We've gotten cash, clothes. Like I said, some people would show up. They would go buy out a store of shoes of all sizes for kids and show up here with them, and we've been able to distribute those. With money donated from churches and individuals, we budgeted enough to build 30 of these, and with that 30, we were hoping to be able to build them for about $25,000, but we've had all of the furniture, all of the appliances, the paneling, the air conditioners, the heaters, many of the plumbing fixtures, many of the items in here that we were looking to have to purchase have now been donated by individuals and companies that just have a big heart and want to help these families get back into homes.
Now, on another note, I just wanted to stick this in here. I don't know if you heard about this, but you know what? I've been doing a lot of reporting on immigration. And last week I was in Bolivia and Chile and Peru and Colombia doing reporting on the Venezuelan migrant crisis. But aside from the 200,000 plus migrants who are coming into the United States every month across our U.S. southern border, there are actually people sneaking across the northern border as well. Now, I've done some reporting on this in the past, but I just caught this story from the AP about a family from India who died trying to walk across the northern border of the United States in minus 35-degree temperatures. Check this out. A Florida man was charged Thursday with human smuggling after the bodies of 4 people, including a baby and a teen, were found in Canada near the U.S. border in what authorities believe was a failed crossing attempt during a freezing blizzard. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Minnesota said Steve Shand, 47 years old, has been charged with human smuggling after 7 Indian nationals were found in the U.S. and the discovery of the bodies. Court documents filed Wednesday in support of Shand's arrest allege one of the people spent a significant amount of money to come to Canada with a fraudulent student visa. The investigation into the death of the 4 individuals in Canada is ongoing, along with an investigation into a larger human smuggling operation of which Shand is suspected of being a part. According to documents, a U.S. Border Patrol in North Dakota stopped a 15-passenger van just south of the Canadian border on Wednesday. Shand was driving, and the court documents allege he was with 2 undocumented Indian nationals. Around the same time, court documents said 5 other people were spotted by law enforcement in the snow nearby. The group, who were also Indian nationals, told officers they'd been walking for more than 11 hours outside in frigid conditions. A woman stopped breathing several times as she was transported to the hospital. Court documents said she will require partial amputation of her hand. A man was also hospitalized for frostbite but was later released. One of the men in the group was carrying a backpack and had baby supplies in it. Court documents said he told officers it belonged to a family who had become separated from the group overnight. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police Assistant Commissioner Janet McClatchy told a news conference in Winnipeg Thursday that once Mounties were notified the family may still be in Manitoba, officers immediately began searching. After a difficult search in nearly impassable terrain, she said officers found 3 bodies together, a man, a woman, and a baby, just 10 meters from the border near Emerson, Manitoba. The search continued, and a teen boy was found a short distance away. It's believed they died from exposure.
We're very concerned that this attempted crossing may have been facilitated in some way, and that these individuals, including an infant, were left on their own in the middle of a blizzard when the weather hovered around minus 35 degrees Celsius, factoring the wind. These victims faced not only the cold weather, but also endless fields, large snowdrifts, and complete darkness. We don't know how these individuals got to Emerson, but our investigators are certainly going to look into every aspect of their deaths.
We're at the Richford, Vermont Border Patrol station, about 2 or 3 miles from the northern border. With so much territory up here in such a vast and desolate area, they need assets like this to be able to cover the border and keep it safe. We're going to go for a ride. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection actually has about the 6th largest air force in the world. This A-STARS helicopter that we're up in today can fly up and down the border even though it's minus 5 degrees outside, and really becomes a huge force multiplier for the Border Patrol agents that are on the ground. Makes a big difference in such remote terrain like this, especially on a day like today.
They were wearing winter clothing, she said, but it wouldn't have been enough to save them from the freezing winter conditions. These victims faced not only cold weather, but also endless fields, large snowdrifts, and complete darkness. Shand was arrested Wednesday and remains in custody. American authorities allege in court documents that Shand was likely involved in other border crossings, including 2 recent incidents in December. Okay, folks, I'm going to be doing some more reporting from here, and then I'll be going to West Virginia and doing a story about the fentanyl crisis. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching the Hot Zone, and thanks for supporting us. We've got a bunch of new supporters. I'm really gratified that people want to support the podcast and what we're doing. So I appreciate that. You can go to chuckholton.locals.com and subscribe. And you don't have to pay anything to do that, but it would be helpful if you subscribed and actually became a supporter. But up to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And I appreciate you. We'll talk to you later.